Sac State offered really wonderful opportunities to work on projects that I care about. And in my job at Montclair, and to a lesser extent at SUNY Potsdam before that, I was focused on undergraduate success. We focused on graduation rates, we focused on pass rates, on DWF rates, on equitable outcomes. Honestly, in my job at Montclair State, I think we had pushed it as far as we could. So we had increased our graduation rates, we'd increased our student success rates. We were really, really good for a comprehensive public master's level university. I didn't know what more I could do there. Sac State, not so good. And so there was lots of opportunity here to make things better. And again, the commitment I saw from the president on down to improve student success made me very, very eager to be part of this team and to work on those issues in a place where I think we could make a huge difference. The CSU was coming home in a lot of ways. One of the things that struck me was how steep the learning curve was here. The processes that come from Long Beach and the policies that come from Long Beach really are complicated. And so there was an awful lot for me to figure out in my first years here. But I've been able to work with colleagues across the university, both in academic affairs and in student affairs, on projects that I think really matter, like advising, like Hornet Launch, placing our freshmen, like college readiness for students, first year success, general education, honors, those kinds of projects have been what I've focused my attention on. I mean, what we do every year is try to capitalize on every opportunity we have to improve our services to students. I mean, a lot of those opportunities depend on things outside our control, like what the Chancellor's Office decides to fund. I was excited this year that the Chancellor's Office wanted to fund things that I care about. And so we were able to get money to do sort of wraparound math and English support through the first year for students to get them through their A2 and B4 requirements, composition and math. And so, this year we're able to create a program that will serve next year's freshmen better than we served last year's freshmen. And I mean, those are the kinds of things that we will continue to work on. There are sort of big ticket dream items that have been talked about for a long time here. One of them is a university college to serve undeclared students. We did this in my last job at Montclair and created programs that were really directed towards students who were in some ways the most vulnerable. And I mean that in that students who come in with a major and who are successful in their major know why they're in college, know what they're doing, and they tend to stay. Students who come in without that kind of purpose and vision are just statistically a lot more likely to stop out or drop out. And so what I would love to do is to create broader reaching programs that serve those students. And I'd say in addition to those who are undeclared when they start, people who change majors, most students do that. And I mean, that's a really critical time. Is you come to college to do something, you decide that's not what you want to do. How do we keep you in college? How do we keep you engaged? And so I think those are really critical inflection points. Similar transfer students, when our transfers from California community colleges do pretty well. But again, the transition is not that easy, and we don't provide the support for them that we should. And so that's another area I can see a lot of expansion. I would love to see happen is that all of us who are engaged in the student success business can collaborate more effectively across college lines, across departmental lines, across divisional lines, in support of our students. And so, I'm really happy to be on things like a task force that comes out of the President's office that's looking at barriers to student success. Where are students tripping up? Where do we have stupid rules or stupid practices that don't help students succeed? And so, I really want to put whatever influence I have in support of eliminating those barriers and of finding ways to better make sure that our undergraduates are successful in completing their degree objectives and their life goals. I'm Jim German. I'm Dean of Undergraduate Studies at Sacramento State.